2 accounts going today, Starlight Photos and then Amy Sikarskie. And welcome everybody. So today Nicole is unavailable, and so here I am live, but she wants to say hello, and we are both so excited. We're planning our event and trip out to Sedona next month, so you all are invited to come to Sedona. Our event will be Thursday, March 15th, and it'll be a 2-hour long event with channel messages from Archangel Metatron, and then I'll be doing readings with my skills and also the Council of Light. So some Star Council energy will be here, and we'll do some light body activations. So welcome, and where is everybody from? I am here in Dallas, Fort Worth today, and happy you all could be here. So my phones are gonna trip me out because I have one on this side and one on this side today, so this is going to be a trip, but I will try my best to read the comments and keep up with everybody. So hello, I see all these waves. Hello. Hi everybody. We have Switzerland. Oh wow, thanks for joining. Springfield, Missouri. Oh hi Dope Soul Sister. Hello. Oh hi Dallas. Neighbors. Hello. We have San Antonio. Hello. And then Amy Sikarskie. Let me see. Hold on one second. Who do we have? New York. Hello, New York. Awesome. Glad you're here. And Elijah, I just started. Nobody is late. We've only been on the air for like 2 minutes. So you are here. Welcome. And thanks for joining. Hello. Hi, everybody. So this has been a really great week. No Nicole today, she's traveling. She's heading out to Sedona, and then I will be joining her in a few weeks, and hopefully everybody else that can make it for our event. Hello England and Southern California. Hi, we're glad you all are here. So a really fun week. I did a couple of channels. I'm getting a little bit more, feeling more at ease with the process. And so those are on YouTube. And if you just go to channelingtheangels.com, you'll be able to pop on in there. And for everybody that this might be your first time, welcome. My name is Amy, and I am a clairvoyant channel. I do readings, energy work. I wrote a couple of books and do past life regression work. So, welcome and thanks for being here. Today we'll take some questions, like just some general questions, and then also do some readings. So, happy you all are here. Thanks, Dope Soul Sister. Oh, you're saying Pita Pan. Their name is too cool. Yeah, it really is. Let's see. Thanks, everybody. So, I've got the 2 accounts going. And let's see, what were they talking about? I just want to go back to some of the messages from this week from my Star Council that came through. And my Star Council works with Archangel Metatron. So the books that I wrote and the work that I've done with them for the past, consciously for the past 5 to 7 years has been a blending of my star beings, which are my guides, one way to look at them, and then Archangel Metatron. So they came through this week, and they were talking about the importance of creating in the now. And so timelines are collapsing, and I don't even really understand what that means. I need to look into that, ask them a little bit more maybe, but they keep saying that, like in 3 channels, I believe it's come through, that timelines are collapsing. We're stepping into a new experience where instead of projecting and doing manifestations that it's like we're thinking more into the future, they want us to think more in the now, and even in that day and that morning. And so one of the messages that they were saying was, when you wake up in the morning, set your intention. So breathe, set your space, and this is an an opportunity. How I do it is I think about my day and what I would like to have happen, and then switch my vibration into that. So if you just breathe in light, breathe in love, and begin from the highest vibrational frequency, that's a really good place just to start. Just saying, I want my day to be full of love, and I want to be guided and directed and connected in. And that's a beautiful day to start. And then if you're working on a project, or if you have questions for them, you can ask that, and ask that messages come through out the day to you. And so this is just one of the topics that they spoke upon. I'm trying to think what else. I can't really recall. It was all a blur. But it's all on YouTube. So if anybody wants to check that out. And I was also asking viewers if they had any questions for the councils. generally speaking. So if anybody has any general questions for the councils, if you can put that on, that would be really good. And then when I go into meditation or connecting in with them, yeah, it won't be meditation. I'll connect in and vocally bring their message through. So then I would kind of know where everybody's at and questions that might be in the collective right now and a way to guide the conversation. Okay, Elijah's talking about pollution. Okay, very good. So that's a really good one. They did talk about that a little bit. It's probably why maybe you were thinking about that. And okay, so I don't take any connections over the phone unless you booked an appointment. And so if you want to set up an appointment, then you can do that through my website, amysikarskie.com, and the information is pinned in the information, like the little pin bar there. So that would be really fun if anybody wants to do private readings, meditation, activations. Okay, that's what they said. I was like, what? So meditation activations. All right, so that's where we walk you through the activating your light body. And we're going to be doing a little bit more of, actually we will be doing that. Not a little bit more, but the full thing in Sedona at our event. And so that's where that's coming from. I was like, what? Where did that come from? So meditation activation. So we'll be doing private settings by phone, private readings by phone, group readings in Sedona. And you can tell that they are coming in really close because it's like I'm kind of wanting to say something and then I'm hearing them. So let's do some readings. And I feel like the councils will be coming through with some answers for everybody. So I will be scrolling through. That's just how I work, and just kind of wherever I land or whatever I feel like a question that seems attractive to me, I will select that question and do some readings for everybody. So I have the 2 accounts. So let me just start picking some, and we'll do some readings today. So yay! So any general questions you can ask, and then also we'll do a few individual readings. So anything that's just pertinent to yourself, you can ask that too. And please only ask one question today. And Elijah says, girl, it feels like you were on a whole other vibration since you've been doing those trance channelings. Yeah. I mean, I still have my days where I feel like I'm just me and a human, and all of that. But when the difference between doing like a telepathic streaming of messages coming through that I've been doing in the past in readings, and so the difference between that, where it's more telepathic, and then letting their vibration come in and merge with me, is that my vibration gets a little bit of a boost, so I have to raise higher to meet them. And then also when they come through, I don't use my mind so much to ask questions, or because when I do readings for clients, I'm like, well, what about this? I'll kind of ask them questions before the client asks it. And so it's just their information that comes through, and it's really, it's been a great experience, so for sure. Okay, so looking for some questions. Question of the moment, question of the day, let's see. Okay, so 1 second. I scrolled way far to the top, so let's see. People are being like really funny because, dude, like there is no Botox here at all. Okay, so hold on 1 second. So, yeah, we're going to let go of that one. All right, so, okay. Oh, Pro Fitness, you've been wondering a lot about love, connections, and partner to share life with. Okay, yeah, let's do, we'll drop into a love reading for Pro Fitness. Okay, one moment. Oh, girl, their vibration is so strong. And so I've kind of told Elijah, he's on here, he's a student, and so we've been working a little bit one-on-one, and I told him, I said, I don't really know if Instagram's a place to do trance channeling for me at the moment, but I can feel their vibration coming through really strong. So if my voice starts to change a little bit, that's them and their accent coming through. So, okay, so, all right. So, hi Pro Fitness, welcome, thank you for joining. What I'm seeing in your field is, yes, it's really interesting. I'm seeing the vision of a male energy and then also a little girl, a little child. So these are 2 loves in your life. And so the little girl feels like she's a child, so it'll be like a daughter or somebody who you relate to as a daughter. And so they are showing me that there is this love experience that you are, well, I'm seeing it in your field. So if you haven't met this person, you will, but it feels like it's definitely a karmic situation because there's a lot of energy going back and forth between the two of you. So this isn't settled, meaning that there's still a lot to work out. And a lot of times when we do karmic relationships, you could also look at that as a soulmate because a karmic relationship would be with somebody that you've had a past life with. And so there is this soul-to-soul connection. And they're talking about it's being a little bit challenging right now because you're going up and down, bouncing back and forth. So I see you actually working. They were talking about timelines a minute ago and about creation of manifesting, if you want to call it that. And so what I'm seeing for you is going throughout the day and experiencing the world around you, but then also when you're in the back of your mind and in your thoughts, you're thinking about love and this relationship. So if you could just tell me if you've met this person yet, Pro Fitness, that would be really, really awesome, and that would really help me. So let's see. So that would be really, really good. And sorry, I'm just like filtering crazy comments out. So, okay, so we've got that. So there's a little girl involved too, and she feels like a daughter. And they're saying that the best thing for you, you have not met them yet. Okay, so the best thing for you is when you meet this person, because I already feel like there's some karmic stuff that will be worked out through the two of you. And I feel like, I know you're like Pro Fitness, that's your name and stuff, but he also is into physical activities. I'm seeing him in the gym, but also more outdoors hiking and adventures in that way. And there's a little girl, so he might even come with a little girl, but there's a little girl, a little daughter in your future. And when you meet him, they're just talking about to remember to come centered with love. So to come through with the relationship centered with love in all conversations and dealings because of the karma that will be being cleared is what they're calling. They're actually saying it'll be healed and being cleared. You had 2 past lives with this person and they were pretty violent, and so there'll be a healing in that way. So pretty violent. What I'm asking them, like, what do you mean by that? So so in one of them, it was a time where there was a lot of physical violence with warring. And so he, I believe, was injured. They're showing me a vision. He was injured. And so that was really heartbreaking to you. And then the next life, he brought through some of the trauma from the first time together, or the first life that they're showing me, and the trauma from the war that he was in. And so he was actually violent in that life. So there's a lot of violence. And so they're saying just transmute it with love and know that you're stepping into a new reality. We're at a new timeline, a new life. And this is going to be the way that you would want to work with that. So, all right. So, gosh. All right, so that's what they're talking about there. And let's see for the next question. I have like some really interesting comments on today, so if you guys see them, just throw some hearts up and push them through. So that would be really, really awesome and help me out. Let's see. Okay, hi Terry, hi everybody. Okay, yeah, y'all are seeing these comments too. I'm like, these people. So I don't usually come on at this time, and so I'm feeling like there's a whole other crowd joining, which is really funny. Happened last week too when we went on a little bit later. I'm gonna look over at Amy Sikarskie and do a reading for somebody over here. Oh, but you know what, Pro Fitness, so they're telling me, oh, but wait, hold on, because you're probably asking and wondering, like, when will you meet this person? And they're saying 6 to 8 months. So 6 to 8 months, and raise your vibration to an abundant experience, so you feel full and centered and balanced every day, and that will set out your emissions, so your light vibration, to attract that person into your life. So so hopefully that will help you. So, and it's going to be somebody that you're working through past life stuff with. Hi, okay, just I'm seeing over here Amy Sikarskie, Samantha, and you are asking, how much is my diet affecting moving forward on my path? I feel very stuck when all I want to do is move forward. Okay, cool. Alrighty, so let's tune in. So they are talking about you, it's like an addiction. They want you to eat clean. And they're talking about, there's this book by Louise Hayes, and I think it's called How to Heal Your Life or something like that. I've read it a long time ago, and they talk about addictions or cravings, which is a form of addiction for different foods. And if we have that desire, what does it mean and what could be lacking in our life and our experience? And so they're saying for you, clarity of mind, body, and soul, and love. And so this would be like getting clarity around your own experience in life, what you want to create, even on the daily and the weekly, that would help. And then broad, so for the year and for your life. And then so that is being fed by caffeine, sugar, and some carbs. And but it's interesting, they're showing me carrots. So I don't know if you've been craving carrots, but that would be really good. So carrots will help to nourish your sacral chakra, your second chakra, and they're talking about that being with personal relationship with yourself. So there's that aspect to it. And then the other part was caffeine. So I'm feeling, I don't typically drink caffeine, so like what I'm feeling right now is jitters, because if I drink caffeine, I shake. So I'm feeling that. So they're talking about over an intake of caffeine that's kind of gone to the extreme. And what it's doing is messing with your clarity. So we get this a burst of energy from caffeine and sugar, and then we get foggy and we drop. So they're talking about weeding that out. So streamlining that out of your diet and eating really clean. I'm seeing water. I'm seeing green vegetables like kale, broccoli, and celery. And so basically this is coming from you if you wanted to do just like a vegetarian fast. So a fast where you just are doing smoothies that you create yourself. So making it at your home without all the additives, that can be really, really nice. And so how is this affecting your path? Okay, so they want you to be able to start working on yourself, on your health, on your vibration, on your abundance. And abundance for the council is always just this abundant flow of energy, this high vibrational feeling of energy. And so that can be going to the gym, and they want you to write down your goals. So really you're just getting your own experience, getting your own life in check. And the food is when you start to feel self-doubt or your energy level drops. But they're saying rather than reaching for sugar and caffeine, to reach for fresh fruits and vegetables, and that will really help you. And so they're bringing in something about meat. So I'm not sure if you do meat at all, but they're showing me meat, and there's a big cross on it. So try to go without meat for at least a week if you are one who eats meat, to do a detox from that. So yeah. So thank you. Okay, let's see what's going on over at Starlight Photos. All right, then we'll pop back over. Just gonna go back and forth. Okay, hold on one second. Oh my gosh, you guys. I hear you, Elijah, totally. So funny. So whatever, we'll just ignore it. Okay, so, all right, so Maddie, can they talk about planetary shifts coming up? Yeah, okay, so we're going to tune in with the councils about planetary shifts coming up. So they're already showing me 30 years time, and this is just segueing into some information that came through this week. So there's a new wave of light beings, so stars that are coming in, starseed children, and they have not really been to Earth at all. This is a whole new vibration classification, and they're calling them the golden children. So y'all have probably heard of like the indigo and the rainbow and the crystal. So in about 30 years time, they'll be coming in full force. There's a few of them activating right now. And what they're doing is they're bringing about a shift into, of course, the golden era, so that makes sense. But their vibration is really high. When you look at their aura, it's all gold. They send out a lot of frequencies in that ways. And their eyes, they can really read your soul and touch your soul. So for example, if you were, it doesn't matter the physical shape or structure or size of the physical body, but if you were to come in connection and contact with these children, you would just feel a lot of love, and it's almost when they look at you, feel like they can read your soul. So that's really something they were talking about in 30 years time. So the question also was, what about the planetary vibration right now? Okay, so also they're talking about timelines being ripped apart. So there's a tugging and a warring and a pulling in the etheric field right now. And so you'll see that in your daily experience. They're talking about they're going right back to just in the morning, what do you want to create and what timeline do you want to be in? What dimension do you want to be experiencing basically on Earth? So they are talking about limiting your exposure to harsh energy. So food that's harsh, like we were just talking about, so toxic food that have additives, that aren't pure as you can get would be the best. So the most organic type of a food would be the best. They're talking about limiting your exposure to the news, so anything on the TV or the radio, or even on conversations with friends that are just really low vibration. So limiting your exposure around that, and just consciously bringing your awareness up, because right now is a really pivotal moment in our experience here on Earth, in our reality, where we are creating on the daily our own. And so over this weekend was kind of crazy for me. I was feeling all this energy shifting, and that's one thing they're talking about is noticing it, being able to notice it, but then bring your awareness to the higher timeline. And we can think about a lot of things and we can set our intentions that way, but in my experience, the biggest thing that will get us there is the shift in vibration that we hold, so the vibration that we're carrying throughout the day. And one thing to do that, one thing is just, if you are feeling low in vibration, breathe. When you start breathing, you're going to start moving energy around. So when you start breathing, you're going to start shifting the vibration. Wake 5D, hi girl! So this came through for you too. Yeah, it's like, I think we all need it right now. So breathing and breath work, so shifting the vibration and consciously being aware of it. So even if you want to say with your words and your thoughts, if your energy isn't on the same wavelength, you got to get it there. So raise your vibration and get it there. One of my favorite things to do besides breath work is to fill with light. And how do I do that? I meditate and I literally envision, and like I'll work with archangels or my guides, I'll call them in. You can call on the frequency of love, you can call on a frequency of an archangel or God or source, whatever energy vibration is super high for you. And I connect in and I pull it in and flush it through me. So it's a form of doing your own energy clearing and energy healing work and raising your vibration. And I've mentioned in the past in other ways through sound, so I love to use my crystal singing bowls because scientifically, there is a scientific way about that. So even if I'm in a funk and I start playing them, it's just through resonant frequency that it will bring me out of that funky space and raise my vibe. And then also you can do mantras. So toning a mantra work is really, really cool too. That will just pop you right out of that into a higher alignment. So let me see. All this stuff they're talking about, it all goes hand in hand. So they're talking about the shifting. So you're going to notice, rather than like if they're going to say, oh, it will happen in 5 years this experience or 7 years this experience, in the immediate years in this time, it will be based upon your own level of vibration on the daily and where you want to go with that. So that's really, really important. And I also think it's really important and really cool that we all can connect and raise each other up in vibration. So thanks for the question, and thank you for being here, and lots of nice questions and comments coming in. So Eileen, thank you so much. Thank you everybody. I am going to pop over to Amy Sikarskie in just a minute. But real quick, okay, so somebody's saying they're feeling like some sort of a dolphin or mermaid or whale. Yeah, y'all are, okay, so if you are feeling this, and I've been getting DMs about this too from some of you about the beings that swim in the oceans, and so they are directly associated with the starseed frequency and energy. And even in my experience, what I've seen, and in some legends or folklore, if you want, they embodied some of the first starseed soul energies. So if you feel like you're a starseed, or if you feel drawn to whales, dolphins, orcas, mermaids, it's definitely starseed energy. So a lot of you are tuning into that and getting memories and flashbacks of that. And I had a little bit of that myself when I first started. So seriously, just like, know you're not alone and it's a real thing. Okay, let me go over here onto Amy Sikarskie. Hi everybody, welcome. Thanks for tuning in today. Let's see, I'm trying to find maybe somebody who we haven't read for in the past. What are ways? Okay, so pieces of rubies. For those who are experiencing an awakening, whether that be doing inner healing or becoming more conscious, I love how you preface that, because sometimes the word choices that we use around this has a different meaning for everybody. So I love how you preface that. Or becoming more conscious and aware of energy and vibrations. What are ways? Okay, so what are ways to, and I think you finished, where'd the last part of your question go? So I guess maybe you're asking just like, what are ways to work with the experience maybe? Because girl, half of your question just ended. So I would say, so for me, when I started waking, hi Blue Feather, so glad you can join in Light Source. Sorry, I'm in a conversation and then I just stopped. Oh yeah, okay. So what are some ways to gain clarity and tune into our soul? Okay, cool. So for myself, when I started having flashbacks of information and memories, they looked like visions for me because I'm clairvoyant, and so it was like, oh, okay, that made sense. It all happened when I started doing energy work and clearing my system out. So in classes and doing trades with other students. And the biggest thing for myself was to journal everything, and then I would see like messages that I got would be repeated throughout the week in different ways. And I would also tune in with other people that could do readings, or it was students for me that time, my fellow classmates. And I would say, hey, I'm getting this, or I saw this. This is a message I've been getting from my guides, and what are you getting? And so sometimes I would just tell them the question and say, hey, could you ask your guides this question? And then we would compare notes after. And so that really helped me to gain clarity, to discern between what was my experience, and maybe was I making something up, and then what was really coming through. And I was just explaining this to my daughter this week. So another way to really know the truth of things, and if it's coming from a source of truth, is when you get information, how does your body feel? So when I get information that's clear and it's high vibe and it resonates with me and it's truthful, then my field will feel really expansive. So my heart will feel really expansive. I will feel happy. I will feel full. I will feel, just like all these positive sensations about, so like full, balanced, clear channel. And if any energy comes in that might have been my own thoughts or ego or fear or doubt, then I immediately feel my vibration lower, then my frequency drops. And so some people, when their frequency drops, it can be just like, oh, I feel so good, and then, oh man, like it can hit you really hard, or you'll feel your stomach, like a knot in your stomach, your chakras might start to close down. So these are some ways to be able to know within yourself, okay, this is truth and this isn't truth. Other people will ask a pendulum, but to do that, you really need to be neutral and balanced and not influencing the pendulum at all. So that's something to do as well. And then, so you just added on to your question, what are ways to gain clarity and tune into our soul purpose? Okay, so this is like building right up to that last little line. Thank you. So when you are in a vibrational alignment with your own frequency and being able to tune into your guides and your soul vibration and getting clarity on basically who you are and what works for you and what interests and desires do you have for this life, then you're going to be drawn into those interests and desires that are the ones that you need to support your soul purpose, so your life mission. Now, I will say that there's like a totally broad spectrum of possibilities when it comes to this topic. So some of us came to Earth and we said, I can see the earth needs me. They need a higher frequency, another level of consciousness. And there's some of us that had to come in to work from the system from the inside out, because like the Galactic Federation of Light and the Archangels and Ascended Masters and all these things are here to help us. There are guidelines, and so they can't overstep our free will, and so that's a collective free will too of humanity. So there are starseeds and earth angels that came in physical human form, and we were just jumped right in and said, hey, whatever way, when I get there, let me know in whatever way I can help, I will do it. So it's more of a broad mission, a broad soul mission to shine our light and be anchors of light here on the earth plane. So there's that prospect and that possibility. And I have seen starseeds where in their, and earth angels too, in their private readings where the guides were saying, your soul purpose is just to be happy, send out love, be there for people, spread good vibes, and then some of them it would go into like helping the environment, helping children, helping create new systems. And so there is this aspect. So if you feel a little bit like, what am I supposed to do? And maybe there isn't one specific way, then have fun with it, because that's another thing they talk about a lot is we're here to have fun and to live in joy and to live into a high vibration and to just not only experience life and help lift up the vibe for everybody else, but for ourselves too. Like we're going to get something great out of this. So you are the creator of your reality. I'm hearing them sing to me. You are the creator of your reality. And so always remember that. And use that awareness to create whatever makes your soul sing. So what is your soul purpose? First, connect in with yourself. Let all of the information come through. And if you find that maybe through past life memories, they're calling them, coming through, or if you did a regression or something that you had a gift or a skill in another time and place, you can pull that through and use that in this reality as well. But journaling is really nice. Journaling really helps with that also. So, gosh, that was like a long answer. Hopefully it answered for everybody and gave some more clarity on the question and on the topic. So thank you. And I'm just reading over here on Starlight Photos. Yeah, you love when they sing. Yeah, they've been singing a lot lately. So, I love this. Yeah, and don't forget to have faith while you hold on to that vision. Love, love, love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, let's see. So, okay, so there's a couple of questions over here. KSH, will I be able to visit my parents this summer? And I haven't seen them in a very long time. So they're showing me 3/4. So you're 75% on the track to being able to go see them. And so they want you to put in your, well, you already have your intention to see them, but your action. So when we create something, we merge our vibration and put it in alignment with it. And then with our intention, it programs the energy. And then we need to take some action. So they're saying that yes, you're well on your way, but they're saying there's like 3 things you need to do, and they want you to make a list and take some action. So if that's I'm feeling like it's setting up a schedule and a timeline, also acquiring the financial needs to do so, and something on their end. So there's going to be something on their end that deals with the reception of the offer. So letting them know, hey, I want to come visit. What works for you? Would it be cool if there's something on their end too. So right now you're well on your way, 75 to 80%, that yes, you'll be able to see them this summer. So that's exciting because you said you haven't seen them for a very long time. So that's really exciting. So that'll be really good for you. Let's see. Okay. Ikamana. Hello, Kalia. Okay. So will my father be okay? And what's going on with him, please? And thank you. They're showing a lot. Okay, so I saw some stuff, blocks at the throat, a little bit going on in the digestion, and there's a lot going on at the mind and the head. So they're talking about split realities, split dimensions. Okay, so he is dealing with what they're talking about is a crumbling reality around him. So his world is splitting, it's pulling apart and then merging, and he's trying to find his balance. So right now it's a soul experience for him too, and what you're seeing would be the physical manifestations in his appearance, in the way he talks, in his digestion, in his breathing. So he's going through a huge shift in waking up, they're saying, in conscious understanding, and I don't know if his, let's say, ego self will be able to handle it. So his soul energy is trying to get through right now, and that's what you're seeing. And so they're talking about, for him, just sending a lot of love. So you cannot push, you cannot put your own intentions, but you can call the archangels in. So Jeremiel would be a great archangel to work with him. He's the angel that helps us deal with life reviews and transitions into next stages. So, and this doesn't mean that anybody's crossing over. We see this all the time for people that come for readings. So it's like stepping into the next chapter, creating a healing space and understanding. So assimilating life lessons and information and wisdom so that he can move to the next space. So that's what we're talking about for him there. So sending love, calling in the angels to work with him, and surrounding him with beautiful light, like healing energy in that way. And you're welcome. You're welcome. Archangel Jeremiel, Jermiel, helps with life reviews and transitions and stepping into the next chapter. And Kalia also heard Ariel, so look up Archangel Ariel, and you can work with her as well for him. So yeah. So lots of love to him. You're welcome. At Monroe, you're welcome. So over here on Amy Sikarskie. Hi, hey Z. Oh my gosh, hi Jackie. Y'all, this is so fun. Maybe I should come on at this time because I've got 4 of our students here from our class last year. Oh, y'all, I'm so excited between the accounts. Oh wait, 5. We had 5. So hi everybody. Gosh, it's been like forever. It's so cool to all be together. So hello, and everybody that's just joining, will be in Sedona next month, March 15th, Nicole and I were doing live readings, an event where she'll be channeling, trance channeling, full body mediumship, Archangel Metatron. Her technique in working with him is amazing, and he comes through like it's undeniable. So her information is pinned here, metatronangel.com, and you can also catch her stuff if you go to channelingtheangels.com, and that's our playlist where we both typically we're doing this show together on Fridays, and she's traveling right now, but we're going to do a 2-hour event. It's going to be amazing, and we have plenty of seats right now. We just opened up our booking system, so pop on at metatronangel.com. Would love to see you guys, like just to meet everybody in person. It's going to be really fun because we're going to be doing light body activations and messages for Metatron. So very cool. Okay, Jackie. Hi, Amy. I woke up a couple weeks ago hearing a weird sound going off, almost like a horn. Was that something, or was I hearing things? Okay, you were not hearing things at all. And so here's the deal, girl. The energy right now for those who are sensitive, let's say, on any Clair gift, and everybody in general is experiencing it, but those who are sensitive are feeling it just a little bit more, and we're recognizing, like, whoa, what's going on, just a little bit more intensely. I've been having, so when I work, I open up, and then when I'm done, I'm like, okay, I'm off the clock, you know, I'm done. And so I typically kind of just close down for channeled messages and stuff like that. And I don't stay open to any, I don't like have this green light that says, hey, I'm open for doing readings with spirits or departed loved ones or anything like that. So for me, when I'm just chill or falling asleep and I have an energy come in, it's very, very unusual. And that's happened over the past weekend and then a couple weeks ago. So what I was like asking was, oh my gosh, what's going on? You know, this is very unusual. And then again, they keep talking about the energy, like the timelines pulling apart and coming back together, pulling apart and coming back together, and timelines are collapsing. So there's a reset occurring right now. And when that happens, it's like the buffer or the veil between dimensions is opening up. And when it opens up, energies can get through. And sometimes they're trying to get through, and sometimes it just happens, you know? So just as they're getting through and they can make a connection to you, you can make a connection to them. And so there's this ability to communicate or to have, they're saying poltergeist activity. Okay, and so just different activity, and that just means it's energy. Like poltergeist activity is typically energy, things moving and stuff like that, and it doesn't have to be creepy or anything like that. So, so this isn't Hollywood. This is just like activity, and so there's the opportunity for that to happen and to occur. So that's what they're talking about. Is there was an energy in your home passing through, and this one was just like haha, you know, and like made this really loud noise really close to you, just because basically it was being a dick. They're saying, well, I'm saying that. They don't use words like that, but just being a real jerk, right? So, and but then when you caught your awareness, then it was like I saw you had an opening kind of, so you were really relaxed. So then when that happened, your force field just went up and shut really fast. So, so typically you're able to relax in your own space, but because of the way that the energies were being with, God, the only way I can describe it is I see different layers of dimensions and different timelines. And so in these layers, it was like one completely opened and then the other one opened, and they were able to get through. So, but that you weren't making it up basically. So hopefully that helps. Long-winded, but lots of info for everybody. If anybody else is experiencing paranormal activity, if you want to call it that, it's happening a little bit more often lately, just with the energy switch that we're going through. So, okay, woo-hoo-hoo. All right, so let's see. I'm going to go over to Starlight Photos and welcome everybody. Hi, if you're just popping on. Nicole isn't here today, and hopefully we can both do remote next week, but we will see. And then I've also put a lot of new the lives on Instagram, or from Instagram or on YouTube, and some other messages, some channel messages. So let's see. Elijah. I'm just going back and scrolling through. Let's see. Brooke, hi. Hi. Okay, hi, Brooke. I want to travel so badly after I graduate. I'm just scared. Stop, Bailey. I just scared my neighbor's dog. I'm watching him. Apparently my laugh woke him up. But I want to travel so badly after I graduate from school next summer. I'm trying to manifest this. Does it seem like a reality for me? Yeah, totally. Is it a reality for you? Are you thinking about it? Is this something you can visualize and envision? And can you make it happen? And they're saying yes. So it is a reality for you, literally. It's in your reality, and it can occur and it can come true. So they're talking about planning it out, and for you, it will be because it's so far into the future. You can create a vision board if you want, but it's just every day knowing that that's your intention and then that's your vibration. And it's not a matter of will this happen. It is going to happen, and when can I make it happen? So you can start scheduling things out. They're talking about getting jobs and finding ways to, get some money and stuff to put towards it, so you're saving up. And then also they're talking about picking different packages, and you can do a lot of your own. They're talking about you can do a lot of your own research right now. So if you were to go online and say like, oh, there's this package and these are the tours they offer, you can do your own research by setting up your own itinerary right now. So that's something they're talking about for you. I'm planning it out, and yes, and I'm seeing that you can go with some friends, so it might be 2 girls and then a guy, and which is really interesting, but yes. So you can go with a group of friends, and you guys would be able to have just a really, really fun time, and planning everything out feels really safe. And so this is what they're talking about, and they're bringing it back to the question we had over on Amy Sikarskie a minute ago about creating our reality. We had that, but also stepping into your life purpose. So they're talking about, why do you want to go? And it feels like an inner calling, this like something that makes my heart fill with energy, and I just get so full of light around it, so expansive around it. And they're saying that this is your truth, and this is something that you need. It will wake you up to a new reality and a new experience of connecting your heart on a global scale. So you're going to start after that. You'll probably find that throughout your life, you're going to do a lot of traveling, and this is just the beginning. So it's very exciting. Oh, so happy for you. So yeah. Woohoo. Alrighty. Let's see. What else? Art of Lunch, thank you. Loving your YouTube channeling. So enjoying. Thank you so much. Thank you. I was trying to maybe like cut some of the longer ones, because there's one on there that's an hour, and just clip it down in topics. So I might do that for people that don't have a full hour to dedicate. But today I had a limited amount of time, and so I said to myself, do I want to do a channeling, or should I go on to Instagram? And so here I am. I came onto Instagram. You guys, you all won. So here we are. But maybe I'll do some channeling over this weekend and record it. And if anybody's in Dallas, I'm doing readings tomorrow at the Lightworker Sanctuary. So you can come on out and you can connect with them beforehand and schedule your appointment, and that would be really awesome. And so Jackie over on Amy Sikarskie is also saying that she enjoyed that the YouTube videos were awesome. So thank you. Thanks guys for all your love and support. It's just like a whole new experience for me, but I'm really enjoying it. And it's been something that's been building for the years. I've been working with these guides and the Archangel realm for years, feeling their vibration come in and work through me in the healing space. So now I'm just like taking it to the next little level up where they can use my voice. So thank you. Yes, Elijah. So, okay, Fire Hair 24. My current relationship, work or walk. Oh man, I'm already feeling into it. Oh gosh. So this is not a cut and dry. If you're going to leave, they want you to take, they're saying, why don't you just take a break for a little bit? What's happening is there is some, I don't even know if I need to call it karma from the past, but there's like all this energy that's built up between the two of you that needs to really heal. So if you just left without healing it, it would not serve you very well. So it needs to be cleared out. It needs to be healed and cleared out. And then you can decide if you're going to continue on or to leave. But they're saying, why don't you take a few weeks of just like stepping away from the situation, like pulling your energy back from the relationship, resetting the space around, and taking the emotion out of it, and then getting clarity. So if you could talk to them just in a very black and white way about what's going on and trying to take the emotion out and then come up with a resolution, that would be great. Something that will work for the both of you, because you can't just, they're not recommending you just like walk. It needs to be resolved. It needs to be resolved the best that you can. And so here's the deal. Like, we make contracts with people all the time in life, and one of the biggest contracts are relationships. Not only do we make these contracts on life, but we also make them in the spiritual realm before we come here. And so what they're talking about, there was a contract that was made, And if the other person isn't holding up their end of the partnership, so if they're not willing to work it out with you or to talk it out with you, then you would separate from them, and you can work through the ethers of time by going into meditation, talking to their spirit, their energy in a loving way. You know, you need to like be heard, but you don't want to attack them. So in a very loving way. And if it's not going to work, then you can release it, and the angels will come around and clear that energy if the other person isn't actively going to participate in healing it and clearing it with you. But it just needs a reset. That's like the theme for the day: a reset in the energy around us and a reset in your relationship. So it just needs this reset, and then you can make a decision. But they don't want you to make a decision based on just one-sided and not having it cleared and healed, basically. So so that's what they're talking about for you. All right, so let's see. Okay, you guys are making me laugh. And welcome, hello. So I will come back over and read a little bit over on Starlight Photos. You're welcome, Fire Hair. And so I'm going, you guys are great. I'm going to check over Amy Sikarskie and see what's going on over here. Let's see. Hi, Light Source. I'm feeling very fatigued. Can you do an open reading for me? Yeah. So you want to check your polarity. So it feels like it's not balanced. It feels like it's going back and forth. So our polarity is the way that our energy flows through our body physically. Well, our physical body, so like the energy, not spirit energy, like I can see energy, I don't know how to say it. So not like souls and energy that way, but more like the bioelectrical, thank you, the bioelectrical energy that flows through. So you know how our hearts create bioelectrical energy and everything, like our cells creates bioelectrical energy. But there's a class through the IEL Institute on polarity. It's very in-depth, it's very scientific, which you can see I'm not like really getting the message across very well because I'm not super scientific in that way. But when I took the class and I worked with polarity correction, it feels amazing and it makes so much sense. So I will look into polarity reversal, and you can go to my website, amysikarskie.com, and just click IEL Institute if you want to take the course. It's an online class and you can certify in it even, and they talk about everything around it and then how to fix it. So there are some like breath work exercises that you can do to fix it. And if you had a crystal light table session, that would fix it. So you can also, like, if you want to book an appointment with me. But yeah, and in my book, Activating the Starseeds, they talk about it. So what it does is it can create a lot of fatigue, and it can be a source of depression, fogginess. And I've been there and I was like, what's happening? Because this is really not feeling like myself. And some things, it's trauma and stress is what flips our polarity. So we're talking about the polarity within our system. Earth's polarity is shifting too, and so you might be picking up on that, but that's what's going on. So when my polarity was shift, I slept for 3 days straight. I could not get out of bed. Like, I literally thought something was terribly wrong with me. And after I flipped it back the right way, man, I felt like myself again. So that's what they're talking about. It's fatigue there. And the other aspect of it is when your polarity shifts and your vibration dims, like your light gets closer to you, so then your aura is shrinking, and then you're also, oh, hold on one second. Okay, that one paused. Hopefully I'm back on Starlight Photo. Your aura shrinks, and when your aura shrinks, then the energy around you, so now I am talking about other spirits or thoughts or emotions of other people, can get through to you, and it's like just not a good situation, because then you start to feel everything so intensely, which in itself can become fatiguing. So look up polarity reversal, and that would be what you'd want to do. So yeah. Hi Tinkernell, you say you love spending your Saturdays watching. Well, thank you. So today's Friday where I'm at, so I'm wondering where you are. What part of the world are you at? And welcome. Oh, good, Light Source. Good. So let me go over here to Starlight Photos. Somebody was asking about the books. So they're on my website, but I wrote the 2 books I'm talking about, I wrote a couple of more than that, but are part of the Starseeded Ascension series. And the one I'm talking about that I just referenced is called Activating the Starseed. It's on Amazon and Kindle, so you can get that. And I just, oh gosh, you guys, I'm so busy and everything, but I've been working, like I have half of it audio recorded where I read the book because I want to do an Audible, but it just is taking time. So at some point in the future, there will be an Audible book available for that one. And Launch Yourself said your books arrived today. Yay! Woohoo! I'm so excited. Oh gosh, I hope you enjoy them. They just give like the best vibrations. They're pretty much channeled. So it's all the vibration from Archangel Metatron, starseed vibrations from the councils, and some of my own experiences. So I'm really excited for you. And just take your time reading and digesting, because a lot of people, when they get the books, they'll feel the vibration and they'll start to feel their energy shifting. So yeah, I'm so excited for you. That's so cool. All right, let's see. Let me scroll through, and I see all of these coming through. So thanks, everybody. I'm glad you guys are here. I'm just going to scroll back up because I feel like I missed a couple of questions. Let's see. Okay. Nefertari 167. Hi, Amy. Hi. Okay, peace and love. I just had a meditation with Dharma and it feels so good. Oh, I love the girl. Yeah. Okay, but my question is, tonight I would like to meet my guides. Any guidelines? Oh yeah, okay, so talking about meeting your guides and stuff, I met my guides, they talk to us. And so a lot of times what we don't understand is that inner voice that we've had, or these promptings and thoughts that we've had for our whole life, a lot of times they're messages from our guides, and their vibration, just because especially our core guides, the ones that are with us our whole life, they've been with us since birth. So sometimes it's hard to distinguish. But so what I did, or my experience when I first met my guides, like, oh, hi, you're my guide kind of a situation, was in a class where there was somebody else there to help me discern was it my guide or not. And quite literally, the first being I met was not my guide. It was just an astral energy. So it was really nice that I had that experience. But then after that, what I started to do is I decided I was going to first tune in with my soul, because I definitely know my own vibration and what feels right. So I did a lot of meditations, opening up and pulling my own soul vibration in. And then I was like, okay, got it. I know who I am. I can feel it. It feels like home. It feels love. It feels peace. This is me. So then after that, I started working with the archangels and feeling their vibrations one at a time, and then collectively, and what archangel is this? And so all you have to do is sit in meditation and say, hey, I want to connect with Archangel Raphael, and then you'll feel his vibe. Archangel Metatron, and then you'll feel his vibe. Archangel Raphael, oh, not Raphael, that one, Ariel, and then you'll feel her vibe, or whatever. So get used to the archangels. And then I had them create like this force field around me. And this wasn't something that happened in one day. Like, we're talking, it took time. So if you're already connected into your soul energy, if you're already connected into the archangel realm, and you're going to use this process, then you can step to the next level. So I had them do this force field around me, and frankly, like, I was vibrating so high, I could feel the energy running through me, and I would touch, and it's like I could feel the energy in the air around me. So it was just like really, really vibrating. And so I had this force field going, and then I asked the archangels to introduce my guides. And so then it was just like, oh, hi, and hearing their voice, hearing their message, and feeling their vibration. So that's the way that I would recommend if you want to start working with your guides through auditory capabilities. So Clair, oh my gosh, I forgot. Claircognizance is thought. Yo, I totally just spaced. I don't remember what it's called for Clair Audible, but if you want to hear their voice come through, then that's the way I would do it. But if you want to just work with automatic writing, you can do that too, and just start writing and talking to them, but feel with light beforehand. So that would be the best way. And thanks for asking, because I think that's a really good topic that everybody could totally benefit from. So thank you. Okay, so let's see. Claire audience, thank you, Launch Yourself. I go into this space where it's like I'm getting all this info and I kind of have to step my mind away for a little bit. Thank you, Elijah. Yeah, Claire audience. So you guys are awesome. I can always count on you guys. Like, everybody here to provide such great positive feedback and help me out when I'm in a pinch with words. So I appreciate it. Okay, so Dana Mania. Oh, Dan Amania. Okay, gotcha. Hi, Amy. Could you please give me guidance about my career and love? My name is Dana. Okay, well, there it is. I just had to scroll a little bit further. Okay, yes. So 1 second. Hold on. Okay, so the vision I'm seeing is like you walking with a briefcase and you slam it down on the ground and all this paper pop out and you're like, I'm so over it. So they're telling me that you're just like really over this corporate reality. So the corporate, they're calling it the corporate universe. So that whole universe of the corporate life, and they're saying for you to just start anew, take a break and refresh by connecting back in with nature. So taking a for real a vacation, or even like going for a week and just tuning in with yourself. So a voyage where it's a spiritual journey, like a spiritual quest, would be really, really nice for you. And that you'll get a lot of, well, first of all, you'll get a recharge, you'll get a reboot of your energy so that you can start to feel like you can take on the world, basically. Because right now it's just like, I've had it, it's enough, I'm done. So that's what they're talking about there. So reconnecting in with who you are, and that will connect you back into your soul energy and purpose, like we were talking about earlier. So that's what they want you to do. But then it's like you're going to shift your awareness and feeling that you'll be able to, whatever career path you're in now, you're going to step to the side just a little bit. So everything that you've studied or all of the work that you've done, you will be able to use that skill set. But you're going to shift over into another field. And I am seeing fields of like farmer fields and cranberries, like a cranberry field in California or something. So they're talking about agriculture and farming. And so there's a really beautiful way that you can step into that where you will feel fulfilled within yourself and also bring some positivity back to the process of an environment. And so Elijah, you asked earlier about pollutions, but environment and the food chain and food sourcing. So that's what they're talking about there. So, but first and foremost, they want you to take a break, and if you can, in whatever level, just to reset your own energy and just kind of tune in. And it's like an energy healing is what I would call it, but just recharging your field, just resetting your own energy. And then that would be the path to look into. So, oh, you're a pro soccer player. Okay, well then they're saying like the corporate stuff is not going to be the way to go. So you're going to want to go more into working with, they're saying like the nature and the elements and being outdoors. So that's what they're saying. So that's really cool. Yeah. So, but being a pro soccer player, I'm sure there's a lot of like, what do I want to say, like politics or corporate stuff that you have to deal with there. So that's what they're talking about, an outdoor, working with the environment, working with the land in a specific capacity that you can do that. So that would be really, really, really nice for you. Let's see. Valley, and I'll come over to Amy Sikarskie in 1 minute. Valley Ann, can you give me a message for my health? Okay. All right. So you know what they're saying for you. They want like detoxing will be really good, and also just seeing an Ayurvedic doctor, and even you could look into acupuncture. They're just leaning you towards Eastern medicine. So they're just leaning you towards that and healing yourself with foods. So healthy fruits, foods, and vegetables. And I have only a couple minutes left on Amy Sikarskie. Okay, there. Now it went on Starlight Photos. I think because it paused earlier. I was like, why did this pop up and that one didn't? So we only have a few minutes left. Frey, hi, love. So I do not believe in twin flames, and if you go onto YouTube, you'll see why just based on the information that I got. But I do believe in soulmates, and I do believe in life partners and soul partners. So if you're looking for love from somebody else that you feel is a twin flame, the theory goes that they're the other half of you, then you're really just looking for love within yourself. And it's a little bit deeper than that. Metatron brought it through a few times for me. But so pop onto YouTube if you want to hear, and just type in, go to Channeling the Angels, and in the playlist, you'll see twin flames. So, but let me read a little bit about, but that's kind of what they're saying. You need to get your energy in alignment before you can attract your perfect life partner, because things are a little bit off right now. So a little bit more self-care, self-love, some healing of some holes in the aura, and that would be really, really, really good and beautiful for you. So just doing a lot of self-love right now. And if you can't find that vibration of love at the moment, then for me, like, the best way is to pop up to whatever makes your heart happy, what makes your you like smile and fill with light. So some people it's animals, some people it's nature, some people it's praying, it's angels, God, all of this. So thank you, and thanks for all the hearts, guys, over on Amy Sikarskie. Love it, love it. And so I will try and be back on next Friday. We will be in Sedona, and our event is on the 15th of March. We are so excited. It'll be Nicole and myself. We'll be doing 2 hours of messages for Metatron and readings for the audience. And if you are going to join, send me a DM. We'll see about doing a meetup too at a separate time. So, all right. So, bye. Thanks for joining. So we're saying goodbye to Amy Sikarskie, and okay, perfect. Okay, I guess it ended. All right, bye everybody. Thanks for joining, and I hope you enjoyed this version of Instagram Live. And you can find more information at channelingtheangels.com, amysikarskie.com, also at metatronangel.com. And our Instagram handles are Nicole Metatron Angel, Amy Sikarskie, and at Starlight Photos.